thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Gino Corsi is the ultimate choice for all of your real estate needs. With a wealth of experience and a deep understanding of local neighborhoods, Gino consistently goes above and beyond to find the perfect home or investment property for his clients. When you choose Gino Corsi as your realtor, you're choosing a trusted partner who will guide you every step of the way to your real estate goals. Are you ready to love where you live?
Hey everyone, it's Gino Corsi with Triple Diamond Real Estate, and I'm so excited to officially announce that I am now a proud sponsor of Missouri State Ice Hockey. When you work with me, you're not only getting a reliable realtor, but also contributing to the growth of our community through local sports. So give me a call if you're ready to team up and find your dream home while cheering on our Missouri State Ice Bears.
Thank you. So why Springfield?
I get asked that a lot, and I choose to live here because Springfield is a place that I can enjoy the life I want.
I love the outdoors.
You can be on the lake in just a short drive.
It only takes me 10 minutes to get to work.
Or off to anywhere in the world.
I know my kids will be safe and well educated.
There are really good job opportunities after graduation.
I'm able to work remotely and create on a high level.
The healthcare options in this area are incredible.
The options for housing and cost of living are so affordable.
We have room to create.
I love to experience the excitement of sports.
Can't beat the food.
Or the drinks.
Why Springfield? Because all the pieces you need to create your own story are here. The only thing missing is you.
While there are many great veterans organizations that help our wounded warriors, it's invisible wounds that go unrecognized, leading to addiction, brokenness, and often suicide. The Warriors Journey is a nationally recognized veterans nonprofit headquartered here in Springfield, Missouri. Our programs have helped over 15,000 warriors face those invisible challenges, saving thousands of lives and restoring countless families. No paperwork, no red tape. Learn more at twj.org or text us at 213-TWJ-HELP.
Pride. It is very common for one to associate the word pride with the lions of the Serengeti. But if you make your way to the Ozarks in North America and follow a migration trail that runs straight to Bear Boulevard, you'll find another unique and perhaps superior specimen, also associated with the term pride, the Missouri State Bear. While this bear sports truly unique plumage in the fall, it's the signature maroon and white coat that differentiates this bear from other lesser species. The Missouri State Bears are excellent nocturnal foragers, able to easily sniff out a mate, a nest, or the best cashew chicken around. While they can be recognized for their impromptu exuberance, what the Missouri State Bears are truly known for is their pride. It starts with an incredible work ethic, a never-give-up attitude, and their ability to rally around for the greater good. These bears take pride in their habitat, their fellow bears, their community, and their future. It's why Missouri State Bears sit at the top of the educational food chain. How do you know if the bear you see is a Missouri State Bear? Simple. Its trajectory is always onward and upward. And, well, they eat tigers for lunch.
Ball 60! Ball 60 right here, right now!
This is more than a game. This is one team united by one goal.
1, 2, 3, Bears!
We are your Missouri State Ice Bears.
WebSportsRadio.com, in association with KBFL, proudly presents Missouri State University Ice Hockey. With the call, here's Steve Casson.
And live from Brightspeed Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena in the Big Slice broadcast booth, it is Missouri State Hockey. Hello, everybody, as the Ice Bears take on the McKendree Bearcats opening night. I'm Steve Casson. Thanks for tuning in. Scott Lutzke will keep us on the air, controlling everything like he does magically. And Cal Bussin, our new cameraman for the season, will be taking you through all of that. But the Ice Bears, as we take a look at the pregame report, find themselves with a couple of early wins. Now, those wins are pregame wins. That's okay. It gets the rust, so to speak, off of the team, and they have themselves a couple of wins against St. Louis University. We'll take a look at Missouri State, number 27 in the final 24-25 ACHA Men's Division I ranking. The preseason has come out, but the top 25 is all they rank. And Missouri State at number 27, not ranked just yet, but that will happen soon as these games commence for Missouri State. They do have 8 new players joining the team. 4 forwards, Anthony Lasanti, Jack Wirtz, Henry Vest, Jacob Hawley, and if that name sounds familiar, yes, he used to play with the Drury Panthers. He was their captain. He is now on Missouri State. And defenseman Justin Rapp. Also, 3 goalies. So with the returner, Brady Govero, they add Cole Finema, Anthony Sakura, and Artur Gilavian. That is the way to pronounce it. Head coach Tom Winkler said, the way I told you before is not correct. This is the correct way. So it's Artur Gilavian, who is from Moscow, Russia. Well, last week I mentioned that the Ice Bears won their exhibition games. That was against the St. Louis Junior Blues, 4-1 on Friday. Hawley had a goal, Brett Anderson, Kobe Weber, Sam Frederick, all with a tally. And that was a game that was kind of close for a while until the Ice Bears pulled it away. And they trailed in Game 2, found their legs. 9-5 was the victory margin, and that was 3 goals by the newcomer Henry Vest. Jack Wirtz had a couple of goals. Brian Wood, Max Greco, Landon Booth, and Weber all added a goal each. If we look at the lifetime series between these two teams, now Missouri State is 5-1. Now, they did go 2-2 in overtime last season against Missouri State. Now, against McKendree, that is. Now, when I say lifetime, I'm talking since a Division I team. These teams have history at Division II, but as a Division I team, McKendree took a victory 4-3 on September 20th of 2024. And then the Ice Bears come back with a 6-5 win on January 11th of 2025. Those were the 2 overtime games between these two teams. We'll take a look at the goaltending core for Missouri State. And as I mentioned, Cole Fenema, Brady Govero, Anthony Sikora, and Artur Jalavian. He will be the starter tonight. Of course, no records, but what they did last weekend was all 4 goaltenders played, and then the coaching staff evaluated play, and Artur Jalavian is the one who will be the starter tonight. No statistics, as this is opening night, as usual. But let's take a look at the visitors who come in, the McKendree University Bearcats. Now, they have already played a couple of games. They are 1-2 on the season. They are number 25 in the final regular season ranking, with McKendree taking that spot. 5-1 loss to Maryville on Wednesday. Cade Rosansky got a goal, the only goal in that. They split with Central Oklahoma on September 12th and 13th. A 5-3 loss where they trailed 4-0 after one period, but Matthias Alexandrov got a goal along with Jacob Begich and Joe McCormick with the other tally. Then a 3-1 victory the next night. Alexandrov with 2 goals, Begich with a goal, and goaltender Grayson Skirpan stopped 26 of 27 in that win. And I mentioned that McKendree are 1-5 lifetime against Missouri State in Division I. The only win, the 4-3 overtime win. McCormick getting the overtime goal back on September 21st of 2024 at 3:09 of overtime. If you look at the 6 games lifetime, McKendree has been outscored 29-19 in those games. And if we look at last season, what the Bearcats did, they went 11-6-1 from the middle of November to the end of the season. They entered as the 3rd seed in the 2025 Midwest College Hockey Conference Tournament, and then they ended last season with a 7-game winning streak in the regular season. We'll take a look at the goaltending for the McKendree University Bearcats. I take that back. We'll take a look at their top 5 because they have played some games. So Alexandrov, with 3 goals, 3 points, averaging a point a game. Cade Rosansky with a goal and 2 assists for 3 points. Begich with 2 goals, 2 points. Ben Anderson, he's 4th with 2 points, 2 assists. And Reichel Davis, 2 points, 2 assists for him. 10 players have a point in the 3 games played. Now we'll look at the goaltending core. The starter, Grayson Skirpan, he's 1-0 with a .85 goals against average, a .969 save percentage. And the backup, Dylan Dallaire, he's 0-2, 5.5 goals against average and an .870 save percentage. Take a look at the matchups here. Of course, Missouri State, they don't have a record. They haven't played, so the Bearcats lead in almost every category. You can argue goal differential, Missouri State leads. But regardless of that, we'll see what happens tonight as we are just about to get ready for the on-ice festivities as we close out the pregame report. Fans are getting ready. They are on their feet, and let's join the public address announcer.
Matthias Alexander. Number 88, Tanner Bettis. Number 19, Reichel Davis. And on defense, number 25, Ben Anderson. And number 10, Jack Summer. In goal, number 1, Grayson Skirpin. The Bearcats are coached by head coach Brett DeKnapp and assistant Christian Blondia. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the heart of Springfield, Missouri, inside the Brightspeed Ice Park and within the beautiful Stan Melton Arena, it's time. Everyone on your feet, let's meet the starters for your Missouri State Ice Bears. At center, number 22, Henry Vest. At forward, number 6, Gavin Henderson. At forward, number 90, Landon Booth. On defense, number 26, Jacob Heuerman. And on defense, number 3, Sam Frederick. Starting in goal tonight for the Ice Bears, number 50, Arthur Jalavian. And joining the Ice Bears on the ice tonight is 8-year-old Scott Talmadge from Phelps Gifted Education. He's a participant of Brightspeed Ice Park's 8 and Under Ice Cubs and the Little Panthers. The Bears are head coached by Tom Winkler and assistant coach Ryan Armstrong. Referees for tonight's game are James Holmes, Mark Marzola, Austin Wells, Griffin Green. Ladies, singing of the national anthem performed tonight by Leah Henderson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang o'er, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and the home of the brave.
Fresh 20 minutes are on the clock as we get ready for these two teams to get started here. Fans have filed in. It is a packed house here at Brightspeed Ice Park. Let's join the public address announcer one more time. I have a feeling he's introducing a man that we're going to talk to coming up at the first period intermission.
Entering his current second season as the head basketball coach here at Missouri State after serving as Bears basketball head coach for 3 seasons from 2008 to 2011. He played for Purdue University and played 4 years of pro basketball before beginning his coaching career. Coach Martin returned to Missouri State after head coaching time at the University of California, the University of Tennessee, and the University of Missouri. Coach Martin is leading the Bears into Conference USA play this season. It's Missouri State basketball night at our Ice Bears game tonight, and Coach Martin and his Bears get their regular season started here in Springfield on October 31st versus Maryville University. We encourage you all to get out and support our basketball Bears this season. Ice Bears, let's give Coach Martin and his basketball Bears here tonight a big round of applause and best wishes for a great 2025-26 season. Thanks, Coach Martin and our Bears coaches and players from the Missouri State Ice Bears.
And again, first period intermission, we will talk to head coach Conzo Martin, making his second visit here at Missouri State. They always hire the best, and he's definitely one of them. Also, we'll have a new installment of our Where Are They Now series. Catch up with a lot of former Ice Bears players. Have a couple from the early 2000s that we'll talk to. We are underway in period number 1. We have a whistle and a high stick immediately. We're 9 seconds in and we get a high sticking penalty. That goes against Brett Anderson. Or no, that's 26. So that's Jacob Huerman, not 16, as our cameras are struggling to catch up on that. Very interesting. I don't believe I have seen that situation before. 9 seconds in, but the Ice Bears have to kill. A 15% power play for McKendree. They 3 for 20 in the last 3 games. Puck is brought out to center ice. It'll be grabbed by Cade Rosansky. 1 goal, 2 assists for Rosansky out of Aden, Michigan. Adrian, that is. Or no, is it? Yes, Adrian, Michigan. Can't read my own writing. We're down to 1:28 remaining. Drive comes in. It's blocked into the corner. Chasing it down for the Ice Bears, Landon Booth, and he's going to have the puck. Booth will come in. He gets chipped off the play, so a one-hander doesn't make it that far. Ice Bears with all sorts of pressure, but they decide to give it up, and they will change their penalty killers now. For the Bearcats, Matthias Alexandrov. He'll bring it across the line. Sent behind the net, now chasing it by a Missouri State player. Goes into the corner with less than a minute left in the power play. And it is cleared all the way back. That Missouri State player who chased the puck, Derek Cagle, out of St. Peters, Missouri. 48 seconds remaining in the power play. Cameron Reel almost stole the puck for the Ice Bears. Gets back on side and will set things up. Good check there by Mason Kaspick. Still holds the puck with 30 seconds remaining in the power play. Squirts free. And moved into the corner by Oliver Keel. Here's a lead. Good chip play by Anthony Lasanti, able to break the puck up just enough. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Bearcats set it up. They get a drive in and a save by Jalavian. 7 seconds remaining in the power play, which took 9 seconds to materialize. Seven seconds remain in the power play. Off the draw, puck is dumped out to center after a big hit. Chasing is Duke Bacardi. Line of Duke Bacardi, Justin Rapp, and Hunter Bolger out right now. Here comes Bacardi across the line. Bacardi to chase. He looks for a centering pass. It's broken up in front by Connor McDonald. It come the other way. Sent into the Missouri State zone with 17.5 to go in a scoreless first period. Bearcats get a line change, a quick one, and the puck is taken away. Here come the Ice Bears. Here's a break in all alone. Hunter Bolger, he shoots. Glove save. Skirpan will hold on to that one, and Missouri State had a perfect opportunity there. That's what you want to see. On a break from the red line in, Bolger looking for the upper corner. And right off the draw, Bolger has it again. Centering pass as it went off the stick of Duke Bacardi to the half boards. Bearcats will bring it out. Here's Rosansky across the line, and it's poked away, chipped out to center. Setting things up for the Bearcats is Tarcisius Tibish-Kohijig. Puck taken by Missouri State. Flipped across the line, and it's good. Mason Kaspick will send it around. Kaspick, Colby Weber, and Jack Wirtz the line now. Weber had it chopped off of his stick, goes behind the net. Weber still with it. He shoots, pad save. Rebound to Cagle, drive, save. Taken by Sor Lonsdale. He'll have it on the right side. McKendree with a line change. Oh, he gets this Lonsdale hit hard by the Ice Bears' Sam Frederick as he was going to the bench. Fans reacted to that. A sold out or near sold out crowd here. Here come Missouri State. Wirtz across the line. Centering pass, and it made it just enough for Colby Weber to send it behind the net. 15 make that 16:02 to go. Shot comes in as Weber got it, but Skirpan will hold on. He thought it was behind him, and he looked behind, didn't see it there, so he'll cover up. Stoppage in play. Shots 4-1 right now. 15:59 to go in the period. Cameron Reel for Missouri State to take the draw, and for McKendree, Mateo Salvatore. Bearcats with it. The Bearcats have no names other than the word Bearcats on the back of their jerseys. It's an easy way to hide who you are. Face off to the right of Skirpan. Finally, they take the draw. Ice Bears win it, and unfortunately, goes right into Salvatore's skates. We come the other way across the Missouri State line. Brian Wood is able to move everybody out of the way, and the Ice Bears will gain control. 15.5 to go in the first period. Here comes Jack Dapron, drive, and it goes off the glove of Skirpan. It missed wide. Chased down by Missouri State near side boards, taken by Jacob Hawley. He'll push it away, gets it to Reel, behind a Dapron, but it's intercepted, and the Ice Bears have the drive by Hawley. It gets deflected up and out of play. That's the line of Cameron Reel, Jacob Hawley, and Jack Dapron this season. $15-11 to go in the period. We'll see who takes it. Looks like it's going to be Vest for Missouri State. Alexandrov for McKendree. Ice Bears win. They send it down in low to Greco. Greco's checked off the play. Puck underneath the skate of Tanner Bettis, and it's out to center ice where Wood will have it for Missouri State. Last season for the Ice Bears. We'll get that in a second as Vest gets a drive in that misses wide. Brian Wood had 2 goals last season. 14:42 remains. Puck stolen, taken by McKendree. They'll have it behind the net. Here's a spin around shot that missed wide. That came off the stick of Reichel Davis. Now Davis again with a drive and a block in front. Either that or Jalavian able to make the save. A couple of players run into each other at the blue line. Play continues. That was Henry Vest. He ran into Davis. Alexandrov out of his own zone. Drive comes in, gloved by Jalavian. Move to the near side, 13:57 to go. Puck in on goal, and Skirpan will hold on. The senior 6 foot, listed at 160. I don't know if I agree with that. Definitely 6 foot out of Philadelphia, that is, Pennsylvania. Last season he was 4-4 in 11 games to make that a 4.26 goals against average, but a .908 save percentage. Missouri State with the draw. Comes up the middle. Cagle with a drive. And a save by Skirpan. 13:45 to go in the period. Shots are 8-2. They favor Missouri State. Well, a false face-off here. Thought the Ice Bears may have won it cleanly, but we'll do it again. Alex Kent comes in. Duke Bacardi for Missouri State, but the Ice Bears do not win. They do control, though. Drop it down in low. Bolger will send it around behind the net, taken by Duke Bacardi. Duke with a centering pass as it came off a wrap stick. We come the other way. We'll talk about his brother and Joey Bacardi. He has not played. He will not play for a couple of more weeks. He has an injury that he suffered and is healing from that. Saw him today. So a couple of more weeks, hopefully, for the defenseman Joey Bacardi. Line change for McKendree. Puck is sent out to center. And the Bearcats with control, Ben Anderson. Anderson's pass broken up. But here come the Bearcats. Drive missing wide by Davenport, and we come the other way. Ice Bears with an outlet pass. Here, breaking in is Wirtz. He shoots, save, rebound. It goes to the corner, nobody there. Ice Bears got to get back. Brady Nance out of Loudon, Tennessee. Back behind the net. Like number 7, Anthony Lasante for the Ice Bears with a push behind the net. But it's McKendree with possession. The Bearcats have only scored 7 goals. Again, it's just an early season. They've given up 11, -4 right now. And they are 1-2 on the season. A split early on, and then Maryville, they lost 5-1 to. That split was against UCO. Here come the Ice Bears. Weber with a drive and a save. The puck gets deflected into the corner by Skirpan. Now a drive comes in, good save, rebound, and a big save by Jalavian. 2 great opportunities in front. I believe that was Bennett Uchaz with it. Now Uchaz again. He'll work it around the net, looking for some help out in front. Nothing doing there. Shots 10-5 in favor of Missouri State, but those were 2 quality ones right there. Ice Bears with a line change. Puck taken away, cleared out to center. Working it through is Sawyer Lowensdale, and back down to the Missouri State zone. 11:03 to go in the period. And still no score between Missouri State and McKendree. Ice Bears preseason ranked number 27, McKendree ranked number 25. Well, that's actually the final season ranking from last season. Puck is in on goal and held on to by Jalavian. Artur Jalavian, goaltender for the Ice Bears, came from Keene State College, NCAA Division III. Had a 1.48 goals against average and a .959 save percentage. Lots of fans filing in here. Still coming in. Puck across the line. Ice Bears will have it to Henderson. Drop down low, work behind the net, and a centering pass by Booth. Back to Henderson, gobbled up by Skirpan. Once again, coming up at the first period intermission, Conzo Martin, basketball coach for Missouri State. We'll talk to him live. And don't forget tonight, 9:45, opening night for Division III, as they will take on the University of Kansas. Here's a drive missing wide, and it gets deflected up into the netting. On the shot by Tanner Bettis. Should take a look at the fans here. Face off to the right of the goaltender. Left as you look at it. Drive comes in. Jalavian with the save. Bearcats with it again. McDonald looking for a second effort. He has it. And Dishlavian again. Or Jalavian, that is. Under 10 minutes remaining in the period. And Missouri State still scoreless. Draw one, Ice Bears have it. Maybe a 2-on-2. Into the zone, across the line. Rapp drive as he was passed over. Rapp gets hit. Bacardi looks at the official, says, why wasn't that a penalty? Official looks at him and says, play on. So we do. McCarty watched it go right past him as McDonald sends it up ahead with 9.5, less than that, remaining in this period. Ice Bears trying to work it again. Here is Brian Wood across the line into the zone. Wood blast in, pad save as Skirpan steers it aside. Ice Bears in their own zone to set it up. Here's Frederick. Gets as far as the blue line. It's turned the other way. Now on the ice, Trey Aramuspe has an assist this season out of Anthony, New Mexico. Shot starting to get a little closer. 14-9 in favor of Missouri State. Ice Bears with Weber. Drive in, pad save, rebound behind the net. Nothing but Bearcats. Over to Aramuspe. Out to center ice. McCormick. Aramuspe. Missouri State will turn the other way. They'll bring it across the line with a 3-on-4. Drive, score! First goal of the season will go to Colby Weber. It was just one of those shots that sounded like it hit off the goal stick of Skirpan and rolled up and into the net, and Missouri State has taken the lead. It took a while, but the Ice Bears at 11:43 have the advantage. Weber with his first. We'll wait for the assists coming up.
Goal to number 11, Kobe Weber, assisted by number 79, Mason Kaspick, and number 3, Sam Frederick. That's a Missouri State.
So Frederick will get a goal, or excuse me, an assist on the goal. (17-9) are the shots, and Missouri State on their 16th shot have a goal. They're looking for more. Dapron to Reel. They work it down low. Line of Dapron, Jacob Hawley, Cameron Reel. Max Greco also on as an additional forward. Greco there, along with Dapron. Taken away by McKendree, though, and the Bearcats will have possession. Rosansky flips it up into his own net. With 7:31 to go in the period. And a 1-0 Missouri State lead. Weber from Kaspick and Frederick. Play it away in the Missouri State zone. The Ice Bears have it and they'll bring it across the line. In with Vest. Now Wood with a drive and a save. The rebound loose. Where is it? It's not covered. And there is Booth. He's not able to grab, but it's taken away by Rosansky. He'll have it for the Bearcats. In the Missouri State zone. Drop down and low. 6:56 to go in period one. Now left side, a drive comes in by Alexandrov as he's able to get free. Fans reacting to what they thought was a penalty and nothing doing as far as the officials go. We come the other way. Missouri State racing is Booth. Landon Booth last season had a goal and 2 assists for Missouri State. Play now in the Bearcat zone. McKendree will work it down the other way. Reichel Davis thought better of a shot. McDonald will swing it all the way around. Work to the half boards, past Hunter Bolger, and now it's taken by Missouri State and Duke Bacardi. Over to the left side. Hewerman had it go behind him. Ice Bears cycle again. Bolger with it. Bolger played in the World University Games. Had, I believe, 3 goals in that, maybe 5 points total. Possibly more. I'll have to check my stats on that. Here across the line is Rapp with a drive. It's partially blocked. Bacardi had it go underneath his stick. Taken away by McKendree and Alex Kent. Now across the line. Into the Missouri State zone. 5:17 to go and a 1-0 Missouri State lead. Far side for the Bearcats. Coming in to check is Kent. Up top. Shot blocked as Sumner got it. Now Missouri State with Tyler Lassiter into forecheck. Ice Bears play pinball, but they do get it out. Kaspic, lead pass, across the line, works, drive, save, rebound, loose, and it's out to center ice. Missouri State to set it up again, but this time too far for the stick of Weber. Ice Bears with some pressure. Weber far side. Kaspic to try with it, but instead it'll go to Aramuspe. He'll bring it out to center ice. Across the line in the Missouri State zone. Line change with 4:25 remaining in a 1-0 lead for Missouri State. That line change went to McKendree. Ice Bears will do the same as they set up in their own zone. They send it all the way down, and icing will be the call, though. 4:11 to go in the period. Icing will bring it back into the Missouri State end of the ice. Shots all of a sudden now favoring Missouri State 20-10. It was as much as a 14-9 shot advantage for the Ice Bears. .411 to go in the period. Play to the near side. Drive from the side by Tibish Kohijig. Now behind the net. Bearcats with it. As I mentioned, these teams, as a drive comes out in front, and it was deflected away. The Bearcats had one of their best opportunities in front, and it just did not go for Brady Nance. Lowensdale looking for control. Puck by the goal line. 3:17 to go. Missouri State gets as far as the blue line as it goes off the stick of Dapron and sent right back. These same two teams tomorrow, we'll have it for you right here, 6 p.m. between Missouri State and McKendree. But sandwiched in between all that, tonight, 9:45, Division III action, Missouri State and Kansas. And then 2 p.m. tomorrow, Missouri State and Kansas, Division III. Here come the Ice Bears. 2-on-1 out in front with a drive is Vest. And he missed. Far side boards. Kicked through by Missouri State's Jack Dapron. Puck is cleared, 2:21 to go. Big hit. Frederick. Now Vest. Booth's pass intercepted, but the Ice Bears do get it back to Booth. He shoots, missed wide. Far side. Ice Bears have it again. Tipped by Booth, and it went behind the net. Once again, Booth. Taken by Ben Anderson, though. Ice Bears steal up the middle. Frederick controls it, gets it out in front. And a save by Skirpan. Anderson getting a little love tap for skating through the crease. 1:44 remains. Shots now 21-10 in favor of Missouri State. Face off to the right. Left of the goaltender. Alexandrov along with Missouri State's Bacardi. Ice Bears win. Bolger with a one-hand to Rapp. Here's Justin Rapp. Puck comes right up to Bacardi. His stick is held. Ice Bears control. Down to 1:30 remaining. Bacardi works it through. Intercepted, though, taken away by Reichel Davis. It's out to center ice. And now to Kyle Munyan-Kuye. His drive comes in, held on to by the Ice Bears goaltender, Artur Jalavian. Face off to the right of Jalavian. Ice Bears on the draw win. Rapp is able to tip it out to center. That's as far as it gets. Bearcats give it up, and the Ice Bears will have control. Less than a minute to go in the period. Bolger with a drive. Good save, Skirpan. Here's Rapp up top. Bolger had it go off of the tip of Bettis, and it's out to center ice. Back in, Missouri State with 39 seconds remaining in the offensive zone. Getting pushed off the play is Wirtz. And we come the other way. Well, the numbers look a little similar, and I think 88, who I called 89, which is Tanner Bettis, may be the one on the ice. 23 seconds remains. And in moments, we will have the head coach of the Missouri State Missouri State men's basketball team will be joining us here in a second. Conzo Martin. 19 seconds remain. Here across the line is Wood with a drop back. Intercepted, taken away by the Bearcats and Kent with 7 seconds to go. Deflection, and that'll do it for the period. But Missouri State takes a 1-0 lead on a goal at 11:43 of the period. Weber his first, Kaspic with the assist, Frederick also with an assist. And that is the only scoring of the period, just one penalty, which means that the Bearcats 0 for 1 on the power play. Shots on goal. Jalavian faces 11, 22 on Skirpan. And a 1-0 lead as we head into the first period. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk to the head coach of the Missouri State basketball team, and Conzo Martin coming up in just a moment.
This is Barrel Bob, MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. You'll be seeing more of me as the weather warms up. Crews will be working on our roads. That means lanes will be closed for construction and maintenance work on our highways. As you approach a work zone, please don't drive distracted. You need to pay attention. I want you and my friends working on the roads to all get home safely. Remember, buckle up and put down your phone. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology.
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created junk email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching auto-tuned sneezing pandas. There are plenty of ways to waste your company's money. Your copier shouldn't be one of them. Pearson Kelly Office Products. Business made simple.
We are back at Brightspeed Ice Park. Steve Casson along with the head coach of the Missouri State Basketball Bears and Gonzo Martin. And Gonzo, you enter your second time with Missouri State, previously coached from 2008 to 2011. And an impressive record in 14 seasons in Division I. You went to Tennessee, California, Mizzou, and now you're back here at Missouri State. First of all, what made you decide to come back to Missouri State?
Well, one, I love the game. I love teaching young men. But also, in doing that, having opportunities, I thought this was a great one because it's a great community. Springfield is a wonderful town. My children were raised here. We had 3 great years here. A lot of great relationships. It's a beautiful campus with good people, and I think we're hungry for success in basketball, so I'm excited about it.
Now, I'm almost 6 feet, but as everyone can see, you're towering way over me. I mean, you've been a player because you had to play in order to coach, especially with basketball. But one of the things that you did do is you brought 9 postseason appearances to this club. So I assume that's your next stop, too.
Without question. I mean, we feel like that we recruit some wonderful student athletes, guys that are competitive, have a great spirit about them. Our camaraderie, our passion together, all those things are important when we're talking about building a team, especially in this climate. So we spend a lot of time with the staff finding the right student athletes. One, competitive, want to win, want to be successful, but also fit what we're trying to do as a program.
Now, last year you finished 9-23 overall, and when I say these stats, I know you want to improve. But 2-18 in the MVC and 7-8 at home. What are some of the things you need to do? Aside from the fact that if you look at your roster, you only have 3 returners, and now you've kind of recruited, I guess, because for folks that don't know, Missouri State is now in a different conference, and that conference is really, the Conference USA is really a stronger conference than the MVC, so you kind of have to recruit to that, right?
Well, I think in basketball, you got to recruit quality student athletes first and foremost. So talent is the most important thing. You got to have talent, but you also have talent that has camaraderie and togetherness. I think those things are important. You want to be able to score the ball, you want to be able to defend, but I think the other thing, we have size, we have length, we have athleticism to do what we're trying to do as a program.
Now, one of the things you did was you added former Truman State University junior Kobe Williams. What a pickup.
Yes, he really scored the ball. And again, with all these guys, wonderful guys in terms of their character and their makeup, and great to be around them. They're enjoying the hockey game tonight, but Kobe can score the ball, he can shoot it very well. Physical guard, and I love watching him play in practice.
And then Georgia Tech transfer Darian Sutton.
Darian's doing some good things for the guy, 6'8", loves to facilitate and make good plays with the basketball. At 6'8", he's one of those guys that has a point guard's mentality, loves finding guys. So that's great. You got a guy that talented that loves to share the basketball.
Graduate transfer Antoine Burnett also. He averaged 10.1 points per game, had 29 threes and 31 steals. I mean, that right there, if you want to call it a triple-triple or whatever you call it, but, to have those type of stats in that kind of category.
Well, I think the thing, we have guys that can make shots. I think that was one of the things. We really try to look for guys that can make shots, but also guys that are willing to share the basketball. And that's not an easy thing to do. So trying to find the guys that can score it, make shots, and really more than anything, do what you do best. And I think that is the key for our team. We put a quality group of guys together to do what they do best. And then to return Mike Bonsu, who's a phenomenal student athlete, who's been great for us.
What is your philosophy when it comes not only to coaching, but to get that right student athlete?
Well, I think, we always talk about character. People always talk about culture. I think culture is your everyday walk of life, and your program is just not what you say so much as who you are and your culture. But character is very important. But again, we have to be careful with the character piece, because it's hard to judge a kid from 17, 18, 19 years old, because he's only becoming what he'll be in the future. So I'm not harsh on a young man if he's 17, 18, he make mistakes. He got to grow into that. So for us, it's finding the guys that really want to be successful, that really want to work and understand. And all for us to do is we got to do it as a team.
Now, as you've gone through your coaching career, I know there are things that you probably do not want to tell anybody, but if there is something, what are some of the things that maybe you've learned as you've gone through that you're going to instill here? Now, granted, this is your second year, but what are some of the things that you've going to or have instilled in some of these players?
I think patience. I think as a student athlete, it takes time. It takes work and it takes time. Everybody wants it right away. For every young player, they're working a game for, say for example, a young man wants to be a really good three-point shooter, where he shoots 100 three-point shots on Monday, shoots 100 on Tuesday, takes off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, come back on Sunday, shoots 100. Well, it's 300 shots. Well, when I was in college, it was 500 a day. When you want to be good at something, so it's the time you put into it. And you're not going to get the results right away, but you will get the results if you stay consistent and you keep pushing forward.
And consistency, obviously, the key. At what point do wins and losses matter?
I think they always matter. I think when you're talking about college sports, they matter. That's the most important thing.
Sure.
Now, in terms of when the fans come in, you want to win the game. That's very important. Now, for me, it's making sure this young man get what he's trying to get out of this experience and to become a great student athlete, but not only get a degree but have a successful career. I think that is most important. But again, you want to win basketball games. We're here to entertain. That's very important.
You mentioned Conference USA, teams like Delaware, UTEP, New Mexico State, Sam Houston, Kennesaw State, Middle Tennessee. What's the difference with those teams that you're going to see this year compared to what you saw in the MVC?
I think if you're a fan and you're listening to this, I think with say, for example, Missouri Valley Conference is very similar to in terms of the Big Ten kind of style. Now, the talent level is a little bit different, the style of play. And I think when you look at Conference USA, it's very similar in a combination of Big 12 and the SEC. More length, more athleticism, teams get up and down and play that way. So if you kind of get a gauge of those conferences. But again, not the level of athlete across the board in talent, I should say.
This may be a question that I'm going to regret saying, but has basketball always been your favorite sport?
No, my favorite sport growing up was baseball. And it got to a point where I think when I was going into high school, my 10th grade year in high school, my high school coach was the baseball and the basketball coach, but his first love was basketball. My high school was great in basketball. They had phenomenal teams. So it was kind of like, well, it's time for you to transition to solely basketball, and that's when I kind of hung up my cleats in baseball. But I was a baseball player, and I was a catcher, and I enjoyed playing. I was able to switch hit when I was about 14 or 15 years old, so that was my first love.
Now, I don't know at what age you started to grow, but you'd be a tall catcher.
Yeah, I was a catcher, and that's probably why my knees are so bad. But I was a catcher. I mean, I'm double hitters. I mean, yes. And then if I wouldn't catch, I was in left field and first base if needed. Yes.
Were you a good hitter?
Yes, I could hit. Most cases, I bet second, third, fourth, fifth. Yes, I can hit the ball, I can get on base. Yeah, I was a good baseball player.
What about your family? You have any siblings?
I have a great family. Of course, my mom had 4 children. I have an older brother, me and my 2 sisters. They all doing great. Now, my family, I have a son that's 28 years old. He's a speech pathologist in Boston. And I have another son. He's a graduate assistant for us. He got his undergraduate degree in mechanical engineering at Purdue University. Now he's finished up in a computer science degree here. But my daughter's a freshman in college at Spelman in Atlanta. So now we're empty nesters. So my wife and I, we're living a good life.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And of course, as we mentioned, being able to come back here to Missouri State, I know that it was a very warm welcome when you came back.
It's a good town, good people. But again, we won, we had success, and we'll continue to do that. Yeah, it's great. I mean, obviously, a lot of similarities, a lot of same people, but also new people, man. And just and right now we're enjoying the football season, volleyball, so it's great right now.
Sure.
Soccer is great.
Hockey right now,
yeah, without a doubt.
With all the players coming. Now, you do have an exhibition game against Maryville on October 31st. That kind of starts your season a little bit. Then November 4th and 8th, you're at home. The 11th also, and you play Missouri Southern, Northwestern, and Arkansas State. So right off the bat, you're in there playing some tough teams.
Oh yes, trying to get home wins, trying to get some excitement, trying to get some energy, but also the camaraderie with our guys. Because you got so many new guys. We want to give them guys the opportunity to grow and develop together, especially with young, talented guards. We also got old, experienced big guys. So I think we have a combination of all things to be successful. Now we just got to do it on the floor.
And the good thing, too, is you do have a really good mix of home versus away schedule this year. So you're not on the road a lot, but you're not home a lot, but you still have the good mix.
I think it's important, but I think as we continue to get better as a team, we have practice tomorrow, we're getting better. Our official practice starts September 23rd. That's my birthday, too, so that's a great time to start practice.
Oh, wow. Happy birthday early.
Thank you. So, again, we're looking forward to it. I think we got a combination of good scheduling, quality opponents, and we're looking forward to it.
What type of coach are you?
I think some would say, I like to say, old school values, but new school understanding, because you got to understand a new climate, new player. But I think you can't devalue what it takes to be successful. There's hard work, commitment, integrity, character, discipline. I think most young men nowadays, they struggle with the word discipline. And not to say they're doing anything off the court, but just the discipline of what it takes to be successful, but also the sacrifice. What are you willing to give up to be successful? In order to be a great team, somebody has to give up something. You have 15 guys on the roster, 5 guys on the floor at one time, 10 guys are watching. What are you willing to do to be successful? Do you have the emotional intelligence when you're not playing to keep your composure and do what's best for the team? Those things are very important.
Last year, I believe you had 17 on the roster. This year you have 14 on the roster. Is that by choice?
Yes, so with the NCAA passed a rule this past July, you can only have 15 roster spots in men's basketball. Yes, so no more than 15. So you can have less than that, but no more than 15 in men's basketball.
And then you have this whole transfer portal. You have all this other stuff. So does it hinder? Does it make things?
Not at all. I enjoy it. It's the climate we're in. I mean, there's no point in complaining about it because we're here.
Sure.
And I look at it like this. You love to keep quality student athletes around in your program, especially when they bring excitement, they bring energy on and off the court. But also look at it as a school teacher. I had a great relationship with my 5th grade teacher. But when I went to the 6th grade, I still had a great relationship with my 5th grade teacher. So it's all about relationships. There's no hard feelings. It's just the climate we're in.
Is there anybody who you could say has been your mentor?
Oh, plenty of them, man. Let's take my mom out. I mean, that
absolutely,
goes without
that's
But
guaranteed.
mentor, my college coach, Coach Gene Cady, he was great for me. My high school coach, Benny Lewis, who just passed away. So I've had so many mentors. My junior high school coach now. Unfortunately, a lot of these men that mentored me have passed away now. But yes, I've never been a guy that shies away from learning, being respectful for and from the people that came before me, because I've learned a lot from so many people. And a lot of my mentors, they're not even coaches, just people that teach me life skills and life lessons.
And with any type of success, don't want to leave these folks out, but it comes with your support staff.
Yes.
And there's a big support staff when it comes to Missouri State basketball.
I mean, without a doubt. I mean, so I could sit here and name my staff. Of course, we have great players. I mean, Patrick Ransdale, the new AD, is doing a phenomenal job. He just hit the ground running, his team around him. But it takes a collective effort in order for us to be successful. Filling the seats with our marketing department, Rick Kindhart, our SID. So many people go into that. You always see the product on the floor, but a lot of people behind the scenes make it go, and they never receive credit, but you'll see in 20, 30 years they get the job done behind the scenes, which they're phenomenal. So I try to applaud and appreciate those people every chance I get.
Speaking of getting the job done, this hockey team needs to get the job done in the second period, but Conzo Martin, the head basketball coach for Missouri State, thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you, I will.
All right.
Go Bears.
Thank you. Go Bears. That is Conzo Martin, head coach of the Missouri State basketball Bears. What an inspiration he is. Well, the Ice Bears are hoping that they can be inspired to increase this lead by more than just a goal. as we head into the second period. Now, Missouri State will this time skate from the right to the left, and from the left to the right, it will be the Bearcats of McKendree. I'm Steve Casson. Scott Lutzke keeps us on the air from about 2 hours away. There's Scott. 2 hours, right? And, of course, Cal Bussin doing some great camera work. Cal, how do you like it out there?
Doing great so far. Loving it.
Well, love to have your camera work, and glad to know that you're here for the season.
Oh, absolutely. Looking forward to a good season and some more hockey.
I did tell you there's another game right after this, correct?
You did let me know, yes.
All right. Well, we are ready to go here in Division I action as Missouri State and McKendree get ready to battle. Last season, the Ice Bears were 13-17-2. Again, ranked number 27. We are underway in the second period. We skate 5-on-5. Boy, for the folks that were watching at home as the puck gets flipped up, Ice Bears have possession, but it's brought out to center ice. Conzo Martin towered over me. All you saw was just my head and probably half of his body in the view screen there. It was not pretty, and I'm 6 feet too. Puck goes through Frederick. He gets pulled off the play. It's out to center ice. Vest with a big hit at the red line, and we come the other way. Ice Bears with Landon Booth. Now we get an Ice Bear pulled down. We're going to get a penalty. Frederick, goaltender, comes out, and Missouri State with possession. Delayed call, and the Ice Bears will set it up behind their own net. Here's Vest. Chipped away from him. It'll be touched up, and we'll have the first penalty that will be called against the Bearcats, and Missouri State will have the opportunity here. See if we can catch exactly what right there was the call. Reichel Davis will go in. So Missouri State on the power play. Last season they were 18.9%, scored 27 out of 143 opportunities. See what they can do here. Perhaps take an advantage by 2. A bouncing puck that comes
Penalty
in.
to McKendree, number 19, Reichel Davis. 2 minutes for slashing. Ice Bears are...
So 134 remaining. Lasanti gives Bolger the ability to bring the puck up left side, across the line into the zone. Here's Bolger. He shoots in, saves Skirpan. Rebound, Bolger, second try, and it goes wide. Puck taken away. It's too fast. Goes underneath the stick of Derek Cagle, and Missouri State will set it up behind their own net. Cagle looks to Bolger. Instead, he'll go to Bacardi. Across the line, now over to the left side. Switched back to the top. Once again, it goes from Bolger to the corner, right up the middle, and a deflection. 17:45 remaining in the period. Face off after the line change will stay in the McKendree zone. Now the shots are a little different. 26-12. Means McKendree has only had 3 shots in about the past 8 minutes. Puck driven all the way down. And return back into the McKendree zone. Jalavian will stop it there, and the Ice Bears with Cagle out of his own zone. Cagle's pass. It connects out in front, looking for Weber, but instead, Bearcats shorthanded. They have a 2-on-0 out in front, right side. Oh, what a save! An amazing save by Jalavian. And The penalty has expired. A 2-on-0. Unbelievable. Artur Jalavian with what I think is obviously the highlight of the year thus far. We're in game number 1. To the corner. Flipped off. And from the near side board, Scott, I hope we have that one. 16. 13 remaining. Shot comes right in front and a save by Skirpan. Let's see if we can get a look at that one. That's the opposite one. Well, replay is not happy. We'll have to dig that one out of the archives. Let's see if we've got it here. Here you go, the 2-on-1. Oh, what a save. Just unbelievable save there. 16 minutes to go in the period. And Missouri State still up 1-0. 11:40 of the first period. Weber from Kaspick and Frederick. And that is it as far as scoring goes. Here's a backhander in. Jalavian with the save on the backhander by Kent. Now Missouri State. Hewerman in. Checked off the play by Joe McCormick. Looking for a centering pass. Good deflection by Frederick. Now some pressure by McKendree. Shot misses up high. Hewerman, he'll clear. Sent back into the Missouri State zone. Under 15 to go in the period. Coming up, second period intermission. It will be our Where Are They Now series. And it'll be Jack Ryan. We will talk to him. Jack played in the right around 2012 to 14, 15, I believe. Maybe 11 to 15. So we'll talk to him on the Where Are They Now series. 14:35 to go in this period. It's a 1-0 game. It could have been a 1-1 game if it was not for Jalavian. It's just an unbelievable save. McKendree in the zone. Drive comes in, and Jalavian will hold on to this one off the stick of Alexandrov. .23 remaining in the period. Picardi in with Bettis. Drive in, Jalavian save, rebound, and Missouri State will have it. Wood, he'll one-hand it through. Now to Reichel Davis. So I believe Tanner Bettis is the one that's is 88, 89, who I thought was Muyan Kuye, is not in the lineup. We're going to get a whistle stoppage in play for the net being dislodged, I believe. Now, I did not check to see if the net does have the rubber pegs in now. Last weekend, they did not. .45 remaining in the period. Big hit behind the net. front of the Missouri State bench. It is taken away, though, by the Bearcats. They bring it across the line. Backhander by Davis. Doesn't connect. Ice Bears have it. Hawley. Now across to Bolger. Now we're going to get a delayed penalty as Hawley was upended at center ice. It'll go against the Bearcats. It's a roughing call. And Missouri State on power play number 2. Interesting call there. In the box will be Reichel Davis. Again, his second penalty. There have only been 2 called against the Bearcats, just 1 against Missouri State. So Missouri State on the power play, right out in front. Frederick with a drive, and it missed. Rebound out in front. It's blocked. Wirtz had it. It was blocked in front. So bodies for the Bearcats in front of these pucks, taken away and cleared. Frederick for Missouri State out of North Vancouver, British Columbia. Ice Bears have it. Here is Weber in front. He shoots, save, rebound, loose. Weber again picks it up. It goes in front to Wirtz, and oh, what a save. Skirpan on the other side with a huge save there, and Missouri State was just that close. First big save, the second opportunity for Wirtz. And a nice glove save out in front. Shots 32-15, and it's just a 1-0 game. Whistle, stoppage and play. Net dislodged again. Yep. So they have just the pegs. They are not drilling into the ice and putting the rubber pegs at all. Face-off won by Missouri State again. Here is a drive by Bolger. Goes behind a wrap. Tried to hit Cagle, and it gets deflected, and it's out to center. Jalavian. As the Ice Bears set it up, 40 seconds remaining. Dapron, right side. Looking for some help behind the net. Half boards now to Rapp. He gives it off. Bolger up top. Cagle. Right side. Bacardi. Left side drive. And an open net was missed by Bolger. He looked up and said, I can't believe I missed it. Bacardi to Cagle. Now to Bolger, fanned on it. Behind a Rapp. 8 seconds to go. 2 seconds. Up top, but it comes out to center ice. Missouri State will set it up. We're back to 5-on-5. Quickly, Bolger across the line for Missouri State. Broken up. McKendree has it. Comes all the way down. And Jalavian will bring it into the corner. Cagle will reverse it. Henderson. Now to Vest. Across the line. Vest had it for a moment. Rolled off his stick. And we get a whistle, stoppage and play. Penalty will be coming up. It's interference. And we will have a power play once again for Missouri State. Into the box, Connor McDonald.
7 minutes, 45 seconds into the second period. 2 minutes for interference. Number 6, Connor McDonald. The Ice Bears.
1:43 remaining in the power play for Missouri State. Puck is underneath the stick of the Ice Bears' Jacob Hawley and back into the Missouri State end. Missouri State to set it up with Frederick. To Weber. Frederick. Worked it to Wirtz. Frederick. Now over to Wirtz again. Drive comes in, and it'll be held on to by Skirpan. 9:55 to go in the period. Line change for both teams. 1:10 remaining in the power play. Cagle. Drive comes in. It's blocked. Picked up by Bacardi. Left side to Bolger. Now right side. Bacardi. Bolger. They play catch. Does he and Cagle. Now Bolger. He shoots through some traffic. Blocked into the corner. 47 seconds remains. Bolger score! 2-0 Missouri State on a power play goal. Hunter Bolger loves to shoot low along the goal line. He did it once again, and Missouri State again takes another goal on a power play here, this coming at 10:31 of the period. First goal of the season for Hunter Bolger. But right coming back are the Bearcats. And they quickly get a goal. This is Jacob Begic. It is now 2-1. And again, 34-16 to the shots. Not really happy if you're head coach Tom Winkler.
Missouri State, number 91, Hunter Bolger, assisted by Jack Dapron, and goal to the McKendree Bearcats, unassisted to number 22, Jacob Begic.
Well, that's what we have. Time of these of these goals. Just 7 seconds apart, 10:31 and 10:38. So now a 2-1 game. Just moments after Missouri State had taken a 2-goal advantage, which of course is the worst lead in hockey. Now we're 8:47 remaining. So for Begic, that is his third goal of the season. Here come the Bearcats. Good save there on Begic. Rebound out in front. Oh, huge save again by Jalavian. Puck taken away and cleared back down. Now left side off the boards with a shot that gets deflected into the corner by Keel. Behind the net, puck gets deflected up and out of play as it was sent forward. So we have 7:55 to go in the period. 2-1 game in favor of Missouri State, and the shots 35-18. Cagle tried to tip it through. Vest had it for a moment, goes off of his stick, and it's cleared out to center. Here's a break for Landon Booth. He comes in, backhander, and he did not get it past the outstretched pad of Skirpan. Line change for McKendree. They get 2 off. Puck stolen out in front. Lassiter off of Cagle, but cleared though by Booth. It's out to center. Vest with it behind the net. Gavin Henderson, Henry Vest, and Landon Booth this line. Now up the middle, Vest with a drive and a save. Rebound out to center. 6:53 remaining. 2-1 Missouri State. Opening night sees a huge crowd here. Drive missing wide, goes to the far side, taken by Wirtz out of Cottleville, Missouri. One of 8 new players on the team. Drive missing high, gets deflected after the shot by Rosansky. Oh, comes right out the middle. Deshlavian save. Rebound loose, and then not that good of an angle for Alexandrov. But Jalavian with a huge save, and then he, of course, forced Alexander. So we'll have another face-off with Kaspick in for Missouri State, along with Davenport. They're going to kick Kaspick out. So they'll bring in Wirtz. Ice throws do not win. Taken by Lowensdale. Blocked out in front. Swept out, cleared, but it's on net. No icing. (36-20). Shots in favor of Missouri State. Starting to tighten up just a little bit. Missouri State has never trailed in this game, but they've never had more than a 1-goal lead. Well, I take that back. They had a 2-0 lead for about 8 seconds, and that was it. Off the boards, goes to Davenport. He waits, tried to send it through. The Ice Bears on the near side. Kaspick was able to push Nance off the play. Puck is offside as it rolls right along the line and comes out. 5:19 to go in the period. Weber at 11:43. Bolger at 10:31. And then at 10:38, Begic. Off the boards for Lassiter to clear. Trying to get it through was Duke Bacardi. His brother Joey Bacardi, couple more weeks and he'll be on the ice. Ran into him today. Well, I didn't run into him, but I spoke with him today. Near side boards, dug out by Duke. He'll have it. Out to center. Duke is able to at least deflect it away, but it's the Bearcats with it. Good play this time by the skate of Bacardi. Gets Mateo Salvatore to cough up the puck, and here come the Ice Bears. Here's a break in all alone. Rapp, he shoots and a save. Once again, the Ice Bears thwarted on the breakaway. They've had 3. Cagle comes back to him. He'll do it all again. Stoppage in play now with 4:03 to go in the period. Weber and Bolger getting their first, Begich with his third. And for Begich, that is a 3-game goal scoring streak. He has now scored in 3 of the first 4 games for McKendree. Frederick in his own zone for the Ice Bears. Puck flipped down. Hawley sends it over to the far side. Jacob Hawley came from the in-state rival here, the Drury Panthers. He was their captain last season, now playing for Missouri State. Dapron gets upended. We come the other way. McKendree across the line. Frederick, as he tried to pull McCormick away, drive comes in from the right side. From the stick of Rosansky, and it's held on to by Jalavian. .309 remaining in the period. Coming up in our Where Are They Now series, it will be Jack Ryan. We'll talk to him. Talk about the first time Missouri State had made it to nationals in Division II. Him and his brother, Blake, were instrumental in that. We'll discuss that. Here is an opportunity. Fanning on the shot was Bettis. We come the other way. Ice Bears with Booth. Now drop back in a drive that comes in to Lasanti, and it's gloved and held on to. And in some of those Where Are They Now series, I pull up old broadcasts, old clips. Get to see how my voice has changed over the years. .229 to go in the period. (2-1) Missouri State. Fans yelling as Vest has possession. Let's go Bears. Here's a drive in, blockered into the corner off the shot of Lasanti. It's out to center. Ice Bears Wood. Oh, Wood's going to get called for a penalty. That is the easiest call to make. As a drive by Jalavian is saved, it's going to be an interference call, actually. I thought they were going to call holding. Either way, Missouri State will have to kill off this penalty. I really thought they were going to call Wood for holding. He basically wrapped his arm all around. You see Wood in the box. Kept in, Bearcats with it, looking for a centering pass as Alexandrov goes behind the net to Begich, or take that back, that is Alexandrov. Now up top, Dishlavian with the save as Rosansky teed it up. Here's Bolger, shorthanded. 10 seconds difference between the clocks. Bolger shot wide. McKendree looking to tie this game up. Hard to believe, with a 40-23 shot advantage for Missouri State. Stolen by Bacardi, he clears. Less than a minute to go. Puck flip back down. One-handing it is McCormick. Gets out of harm's way, brings it across the line, looking for some help. Backhander will make its way to the left side. A drive that comes in. It is blocked off the stick of Begic, and it's all the way down. 20, make that 15 seconds, as that is the important thing in the period. Here across the line, getting a drive off is Begic, saved by Jalavian. And that'll do it. There'll still be some time up on the clock, 7 seconds remaining. But a 2-1 game for Missouri State. Shots on goal. The Ice Bears with 18 on Grayson Skirpan, two-period total of 40, and 13 on Artur Jalavian, two-period total of 24. Penalties each team, well, let's see, no. There was 3 on the Bearcats. Missouri State is 1 for 3 on the power play. And then the Bearcats 0 for 2 with the man advantage. Ice Bears only 2 penalties taken. Bearcats with 3. So after 2 periods of play, the Ice Bears have a 2-1 lead. And coming up, our Where Are They Now series. Since it's the 25th anniversary of Missouri State hockey, we'll talk to Jack Ryan, talk about him, see where he's been, and reminisce a little. We'll do that in just a moment. After 2, it's 2-1 Ice Bears.
Hey, Missouri! Barrel Bob here. I'm MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. I see a lot of distracted drivers in work zones not paying attention to the road. Distracted driving is the #1 cause of crashes. The average text takes 5 seconds to read. At 55 miles per hour, you could travel the length of a football field blindfolded. Don't take the chance. I want you and my friends working on the roads to get home safely. Please buckle up and put your phone down. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
It's time for another installment of Where Are They Now? And we are talking with Jack Ryan of Missouri State. Jack, you played 11?
2011 to 2014, I guess it'd be. Or maybe 15? Yeah. Somewhere around that 4-year range.
And, of course, you got to play with your brother, which is probably a great honor, right?
Yeah, no question. I think that's definitely one of, if not the most special thing about it. It was really awesome getting to play with him for those 3 years. We had a lot of fun and a lot of good times.
One of the things that I think a lot of fans that have followed Missouri State hockey are going to remember you for, actually both you and your brother, was the ACHA playoffs when you guys took a 2-0 lead on both of your goals, and then you had to come back, win in overtime 4-3. You remember that game?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a great memory. It was back and forth with SIUE, who I know we had a lot of battles with at the time, but yeah, it was pretty amazing since we were up 2-0 and then down 3-2, and I think it was right about 6 seconds left. Blake scored to continue the season.
Blake Ryan to win the draw again. Puck is loose, and it is clear to the point. Guthrie spins around, gets it to Aldag. Right now in front, Blake Ryan score! 6.1 seconds left. Blake Ryan has scored.
Amazing.
And the Ice Bears have tied this game up at 3-3.
Amazing. Oh, my goodness, amazing.
Yep, and then you won in overtime, the shot from the left side up over the glove. Jeremy Maletti, he has some room. Maletti with it, gets it, an outlet pass, and it's intercepted, stolen by Jake Guthrie. Ice Bears lead with Jack Ryan. He'll have it on the left side. Ryan waits, he shoots, he scores! Yes! Jack Ryan wins it in overtime for Missouri State. Jack Ryan, a hat trick And the Ice Bears have won 4-3. Look at them piling up in the corner. 5:40 left in overtime. And the Ice Bears continue their miraculous run here in the playoffs. They have won in overtime.
Yeah, that was a fantastic memory. It's a lot of fun.
So is it fair to say that maybe that is your biggest memory of Missouri State hockey, or are there others?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say biggest moment. That's probably number one. Just with the kind of the circumstances being the first time, that is what like propelled us to nationals for the first time, and especially just like being on the ice with Blake the whole time was pretty special, and getting to see him like save the season with 6 seconds left was amazing. And yeah, fortunately it all worked out in overtime and won the next game against Robert Morris, and we went to Boston for that first time.
You came up when the team was a Division II team, and now it's a Division I team. Your thoughts just overall about Missouri State hockey?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. It seems like they're making really great strides. You know, I know they keep getting more and more players, and I mean, I can't speak highly enough about Springfield and the fans and the boosters and everything like that. It's, you know, I remember we'd go play at a lot of these other rinks, and you know, half the teams you're playing against might get 50 to 100 fans, if that. And then you come back to MediaCom on a Friday and Saturday at the 7 o'clock games, and you know, we're getting 800 to 1,200 for all those games, and they're going crazy for everything, regardless of if it's a hit, a goal, whatever it may be. So it definitely made you feel special, and made hockey so much fun again.
Tell us how long of a time it's been since you've been there. It's now Brightspeed Ice Park. So it's,
oh my gosh, yeah, that'll do it.
it's been a while. But as we're talking with Jack Ryan and where are they now? Now, if you look at the first team lineup, you, of course, are the number one on the first team based on your 149 goals, 101 assists, 250 points. I don't think anyone's topped that yet. Andrew Kovacic second, Josh Bell is third. So you look at that first team lineup, and that's just an unbelievable line. We'd love to have seen all you guys play that year.
Yeah, those are some good players. I know Covey came in my last year. We got to play together a little bit when I was for his first year. So we got to overlap for a year. And then ironically, I know, I know coincidentally, Josh Bell, I think played with my youngest brother, Glenn, at CBC too. So there's all a little bit of connection with those guys as well. And yeah, there were some good players, and obviously it's a ton of awesome players that have come through. And obviously I'm dating myself because I shout out guys like, obviously my brother Blake, but Aldag and Nick Sadorf and Justin Davis, and just a few of those guys that kind of came in around the same time.
Sure, Nick and Eric also all second team defensemen. I think Brendan Anderson and Chris Brown were voted as the first team of the all-decade team. But it's been more than a decade since you've been away from Missouri State hockey. So what are you doing now?
So for work-wise, I'm a financial advisor, investment manager. And then family-wise, first and foremost, I probably should start with that. I'm happily married, and I got 2 little kids. I got Noah, who's almost 4 years old, and Libby, my daughter, who's about a year and a half. So that is where all of my time goes, is spending time with the family and chasing around my kids.
I can believe that. Now, do they play hockey?
No, not yet. We'll see where time takes us, but right now we're kind of just enjoying the young toddler stage at the moment.
Are you guys living up in the St. Louis area?
Yes.
Now, whereabouts? Obviously, for folks that don't know, St. Louis has a lot of suburbs. You could live 20 miles away and still be considered St. Louis.
Yeah, exactly. We were in the city, kind of in the heart of St. Louis, but a couple years ago when we were expecting Libby, we moved out to like the West County area. It's like Manchester, St. Louis. So it's kind of between like Kirkwood and Chesterfield. There's a couple of the common rinks people know about too. I'm probably about 25 minutes away from Afton Ice Rink, which was the home rink for myself growing up.
Jack Ryan is our guest in the Where Are They Now series. Do you still get in touch with several of the guys you used to play with?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think probably one of the best things about Missouri State hockey is like I've developed a lot of really good friendships there. So I mean, there's a ton of guys who I still see regularly and talk to regularly when our kids hang out. So, obviously, I mentioned Blake a million times, but anyone from Eric Aldag, Nick Sadorf, Pete Zero, Tyler Polizzi, who coached. This is off the top of my head. So Justin Bukai, Kyle Brown. There's a bunch of guys who we still keep in touch with, and I'm sure I'm missing a million of them. But it's been pretty awesome having like such close friends from when we met. Well, with some of them 10, 15 years ago. Some of us knew each other before then, just with high school and hockey growing up.
Did you know that you were going to be a prolific scorer? I mean, at least the way you were with Missouri State.
It was one of those things. You always practice your shot in the garage, and you just hope for the best. But it kind of depended on the team. Some teams growing up, you were on the first line. Some teams you were fighting a little more. So, going into Missouri State, to be honest with you, I went into Missouri State and there was a 50-50 chance I wasn't going to play hockey and just go the fraternity route because I was kind of hockeyed out a little bit towards the end of high school. But then, obviously with Blake and just some other close friends playing, I decided why not, and tried it out freshman year. And I'm so glad I did, obviously, because all the awesome friendships and memories made. But it was, it was something that it kind of like revamped my love for hockey. Those 4 years, it was so much fun to play again, and you look forward to going to the rink and being with the fellas.
You were one of those guys that had just this explosive stride. I mean, you would take a face-off in the defensive zone, and maybe 2 strides later, you're already in the offensive zone.
Yeah, I think speed was one of the the aspects I could say. I fortunately just had a little bit of a jump, so I try to use that to my advantage and try to catch people off guard too. Is like you said, right off the face-off was one of the ways of just trying to get a little bit of an edge.
You still play hockey?
Nope, just the alumni games every year. I don't have the time anymore. It's tough.
What do you remember? What's the biggest thing? I know we talked about playoffs and your goals and your feats, playing with your brother and just being available to have friendships with other guys. But what's one of the biggest things you'll take out of Missouri State hockey?
It's just an awesome place to play. I think it's a hidden gem. I think there's probably plenty of people that don't think Springfield Missouri is going to have like the biggest hockey fans or anything like that, but it certainly makes you feel, how do I put it? I don't know. It makes you feel great. Like the fans are awesome. They're excited. They're loud. The people around, from up and down, from obviously Stan to the coaches. I mean, Steve, you do a great job. So it's like, from up and down of all sorts, everyone makes you feel welcome and just a lot of fun. And then Missouri State too. I mean, I'm sure D1 maybe is a little more serious too. We were at a time where, you got to play the 7:00 game. And if you want to go out and have a fun time, that's all right too. It made it a lot of fun, whether someone's bouncing around Boogie or P-Bar. But as long as you showed up to the rink the next day feeling all right and ready to play, I think it's kind of once it was all business once you got to the rink and that kind of stuff. It just makes it so much fun. It's like you can play hockey, put in what you can, work hard, and then go have some fun as well. And I think it was just a really great group of guys to do it with.
I came across your stats for 2013, 2014. I'm going to read them. And once you stop feeling embarrassed, you can tell me what you think about it. But that year in 37 games, 42 goals, 26 assists, you were a plus 15. You had 12 power play goals, 12 game-winning goals, 6 shorthanded goals in playoffs. You got 13 playoff goals and 3 playoff assists. When someone reads that to you, what are your thoughts?
Had a lot of good help. Blake was a hell of a passer, and fortunately he didn't get mad when I would shoot too much. But no, it was a lot of it. I think it was a team effort. A lot of the guys, we worked together pretty well, and it was a good season. I think the bounces were going my way.
Well, that year he had 21 goals, 21 assists also. I mean, the stats were almost similar to that respect. That was definitely a great year for Missouri State hockey with you guys on it.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of one of those things. I think each year we kind of progressed. Where my freshman year, I think they were coming off a couple tough seasons, so it was like trying to get out of that way, and we had a good wave of guys come in, so try to change it a little bit. And then by the next year, we picked up a few more guys, and I think we made it to that last game at regionals against I want to say it was Michigan State, who I think went on and like swept everybody at nationals. But from there, and then it was nationals in Boston, nationals in Salt Lake, and wish we could have done a little more damage then, but came up against some pretty good teams during those those national tournaments.
Appreciate you for doing this as we get to catch up with you and the Where Are They Now series. And next time I get up to St. Louis, stop by and say hi.
Yeah, that sounds great. Thanks again, Steve.
It's Jack Ryan and the Where Are They Now series. We'll take a break, be back. More hockey coming up.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology.
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created junk email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching auto-tuned sneezing pandas. There are plenty of ways to waste your company's money. Your copier shouldn't be one of them. Pearson Kelly Office Products. Business made simple.
It's time to drop the puck on the second period. Here's Steve Casson.
Along with Scott Lutzke, keeping us on the air from a couple hours away. And Cal Bussin, great camera work as always. He and I enjoyed a donut just earlier. Yeah, you're not supposed to eat, but boy, I'm hungry and it was good. So now we are back at full strength. The 7 seconds has run off, and Missouri State this time will be skating from the left to the right as we get a whistle stopage in play here. So I don't even know Cal, what donut did you have?
I am not sure. It tasted some sort of like cinnamon sugar. It was very good.
If you noticed, and they're not a sponsor, but they're called parlor donuts. It's not really a cake donut. It's more of like a fluffy type of donut.
It was very unique, very, very delicious as well.
Good stuff. We might have to get them as sponsors, but yeah, nice little treat there. So we are underway in period number 2. In period number 3. No, you didn't lose a period, but the Ice Bears now with goals from Weber, Begic, and Baginski. Or take that back. Weber and Baginski sandwiched. Let's start this all over again. Weber and Bolger on the power play to make it a 2-0 lead, and then Begic makes it a 2-1 affair just 7 seconds later. So Missouri State with possession. And again, they are out shooting the Bearcats. We get a offside apparently. Apparently so, or some effect that is bringing the puck back down just outside the Missouri State line. Now everybody gets ready. Davenport comes in for Missouri State. It is Bacardi. Puck sent all the way down into the Missouri State zone to the near side. Ice Bears are able to move it out to center. They have a 3-on-3 into the zone. Here is Bolger. He scores! Second straight goal for Hunter Bulger, his second of the season. And Missouri State now has a 2-goal lead. We'll see how long it lasts. The last time they had a 2-goal lead, it was a quick one, but we'll see what happens here. In the third period, the Ice Bears get the go-ahead, make that a 2-goal go-ahead.
Goal accredited to Hunter Bulger, assisted by number 34, Duke Bacardi, and number 21, Justin Rapp.
So Bacardi and Rapp. This goal coming at 1:21 of the period. Shot comes in. Jalavian is able to steer that one away. That has been McKendree's MO. They score quick. Jalavian save, rebound loose, save again. And we are going to have the net dislodged or a penalty here. Not entirely sure. Probably stoppage for the goaltender's mask. Looks like that's what it is. .802 to go, or make that 18:02 to go in the period. I have a hunch we will have to get as quickly out of this game as possible based on the time right now and based on the fact that Division III will be playing next. Here is a lead pass coming in. Wirtz, and the puck gets deflected. Now we have a couple of players angry at each other. Colby Weber. So the face-off is going to come outside the zone. Teams can change, but the face-off will come outside the zone. But as I was saying, Division III hockey coming up. They're scheduled 9:45. And if that's the case, we'll be on very quickly after this. Bearcats win. Anderson is there. Sent down behind the Missouri State net. 17:34 to go in the period. Here's a drive in. It's blocked by Reel. He'll bring it across the line into the zone. Reel drive in. Saved by Skirpan. He'll hold on. We are not there yet. But Grayson Skirpan's career high, he stopped 52 of 57 in a 6-5 victory over Alabama on February 8th of this year. In fact, both goaltenders' career highs happened in February of this year. Potential icing has been waved off. Outlet pass too far and underneath the stick of Hawley. Shovel pass by Heuerman into the near side. The Ice Bears have a 3-1 lead, looking for more. Across the line, Reel. Now a centering pass. Hawley gets hacked at. Play continues. Now chipped away from him, behind the net to Reel. Reel's backhanded pass to Reichhold Davis, cleared out to center. 2-on-1 for McKendree. Good sliding play by the Ice Bears' Frederick to break up a potential 2-on-1. So it goes into the near side. 16-11 to go in the period. Puck dropped down to the McKendree zone. Booth had it go off. I was remembering when we were just talking to Jack Ryan about some of the old players, and Guthrie was one of the names. Here's a drive in that Jalavian will hold on to with 15:53 to go in the period. That's what you get for reminiscing. So the Ice Bears do get possession. Lasante is there. Chip it over to the far side. Now try to get it to Landon Booth. Off of him and out to center ice. Returned by Oliver Keel. Sent into the Missouri State zone. Centering pass taken away by the Ice Bears. Now taken by Booth. Sends it across the line. Chases his own tip pass. Booth slams into the boards behind the net. Enough for another Ice Bear to get there. Now pushing it through is Keel out of Herning, Denmark, to the corner. Lowensdale gets hit by Vest. Fans react to that. Puck down to the Missouri State zone. Seeing a lot of ice right now. Brian Wood. 6 foot 185 is what he's listed at. Brian Wood out of Pflugerville, Texas. .1447 remains. Now Vest. Return back by Bolger. Shot by Lassiter as he fights for it at the half boards. Puck is finally cleared. Lowensdale's able to get it out. Now across the line. Here's Bolger. He shoots, just missing. Coming in potentially on a tip was Duke Bacardi. Ice Bears work a 2-on-1 into the zone. Now a 3-on-2. Bouncing puck deflected out in front. Rebound in front. Score! It is hat trick time as Hunter Bolger gets his third goal on the follow-up putback. And Missouri State has a 4-1 lead. Take a bow, Hunter Bolger. This one coming at 5:59. So Bolger with his third goal of the game.
Goal on the play to number 91, Hunter Bolger, with an assist from number 34, Duke Bacardi.
So Bacardi with the assist. At 5:59. So it took a while, but Missouri State opening up the lead here. Shots 45-26. So they have put 5 on this period to just 2 for the McKendree Bearcats. Face off in the Missouri State zone. Missouri State does not control this one, although We're going to get Kaspic getting called for interference. So the Ice Bears will have to kill a penalty here. Just out of our camera range there, but apparently Kaspic impeded his progress. Third power play for the Bearcats. And a chance to cut the lead to 2. McKendree with possession. Working is Begic. Comes up the middle. Oh, just deflected. 39, make that 139 remaining in the power play. Ice Bears are not able to clear. It's kept in. Backhanded around by Alexandrov. Work down the middle. Ice Bears, do they clear? They do on a one-handed swipe. It comes out to center ice. Bolger. He's the only one forcing the play. Now there's 1:10 that remains. Here's Alexandrov. Across the line, gets a return pass over to Begic that is blocked. 54 seconds remaining in the power play. Shot up top. As Jalavian is able to make the save. Stoppage in play with 12:16 to go in the period. 4-1 Missouri State. Bolger with the hat trick. Weber with the first goal of the game. Duke Bacardi has 2 assists tonight. .12:01 remaining. Now left side drive is blocked. The rebound out in front as Jalavian was down and out, but the Ice Bears were able to keep it clear. Another shot in and a big save by Jalavian as the Bearcats have put the pressure on. Begic was looking to get a goal here. I want to say a big thank you to Rhonda Armstrong, who's listening in, and she was around during those Jack Ryan years, sent me a whole handful of pictures. Okay, Rhonda, I have an assignment for you. Tomorrow, it's Dan Odenwald. So do you have a Dan Odenwald photo? Here we come across the line for Weber. Weber will try to work the puck through. Wirtz comes in. Now for the Bearcats, Keel is in there. Low and stale, but we're going to get a whistle penalty. And are we going to get both? It's a holding call. Apparently just Connor McDonald. So the Ice Bears will go on the power play. Second consecutive penalty for McDonald. Fourth power play for Missouri State. And the Ice Bears will have to set it up. It rolled off a Duke Bacardi stick. We'll do it again. Ice Bears get it across the line. Jack Dapron gets it. No penalty. Play continues. Over to Bolger. He gets it out of harm's way. Away from Rosansky. Now Bolger. He shoots. He missed high. Bad bounce. Hits the official. But the Ice Bears take advantage of it. Rapp has possession. Now for Missouri State. Rapp with 1:28 to go on the power play. Up top to Cagle. Over to Bolger on the right side. Left side, that is. Now to Bacardi, right side. Up top, Bolger. Works it through to wrap out in front. Dapron, oh, and a save. Tic-tac-toe play. Skirpan didn't react until it hit him, but he was in good position. Now Bolger with a shot that gets deflected up and out of play by Rosansky. 1:05 remaining in the power play. And the Ice Bears, one more goal, and it's a $1, one topping, frozen Andes custard for all the fans here, either tonight or tomorrow. Last weekend, fans were treated to Andes. The Ice Bears had a 9-5 victory. Bouncing puck kept in. Here's Hewerman to Kaspic. Cycles as they work it to Wirtz. Behind the net, Kaspic again, power play for 47 seconds. And they do keep it in though. Drop down in low, Kaspic out in front. Hewerman had it for a moment. Kept in now to the left side to Wirtz. Rolled around behind the net to Kaspic, who will tip it away from Jack Sumner. Kaspic again, 27 seconds remaining in the power play. Here's Kaspic, waits, thinks better of it. Now to Wirtz, up top, Frederick. He shoots, and it gets partially tipped, held on to by Skirpan. Good puck movement by Missouri State. 9:27 to go in the period. So the Ice Bears win the draw. They do get possession, but 6 seconds remains. Up top, here is a drive by Hewerman, saved by Skirpan. Into the corner, man out of the box. Ice Bears keep it in though. We're back to 5-on-5. Taken by Tarcisius Tibish-Gohijig. He'll send it in across the Missouri State line. Official gets out of the way as it's sent in by Max Greco. Ice Bears have it across the line. Here is a drive missing up high by Hawley. By the time he got control of it, he was in a little bit too close. But he did get the shot off high. Now here's a drive in, covered up and held onto by Jalavian. .837 remains. Again, Weber, Bolger with 3, and then Begic for McKendree. Ice Bears, if they hurry, they have a 2-on-2. They bring it across the line. Now in front, Booth with a drive, and he missed high and wide. That allows Cagle to keep it through. Now Booth again with a shot. Save, rebound loose, and the Ice Bears couldn't get to it. Skirpan made the save. Oh, now we've got pushing and shoving. Do we get more penalties out of all of this? I heard a whistle. A secondary whistle. Apparently not. No harm, no foul. We'll do it all again. Vest in with Alexandrov. Ice Bears win. Drive come in, which is blocked. Oh, the goaltender fell down, Skirpan. While the referee checks on him, play continues back in the Missouri State zone. Taken by Keel. Near side with under 7.5 to make that 7:45 to go in the period. Puck is cleared all the way down. This should be an icing call, and it is. No changes according to the officials, so Missouri State will have to get the same players out as before. Although I think somebody just took a timeout. Scott, we'll take a quick timeout and be right back.
Ball 60! Ball 60 right here, right now!
This is more than a game. This is one team united by one goal.
1, 2, 3, Bears!
We are your Missouri State Ice Bears.
Back at Brightspeed Ice Park.
Excitement.
Stan Melton Ice Arena. Game 1, opening night between Missouri State and McKendree. So the Ice Bears looking for possession. Lasante dives across to make sure the pass doesn't connect. And the Ice Bears are able to get it out to center. Kicked by Keel. Worked over and sent in by the Bearcats, Davenport. 7:07 remains. Comes down in. Missouri State with Rapp off the side of the net. And Skirpan will hold on. .6:57 to go. Missouri State has now put 50 shots on Skirpan. His high is 57. Happened against Alabama February 28th. Shot in, gets deflected, tipped into the far near side. Now a drive in. Good save once again by Skirpan. 51 shots. Puck is cleared to center. And Missouri State with possession in their own zone. Weber on the steal. Weber with it. Now out in front. Wirtz with a drive and a save, and the rebound taken by Missouri State again, and Wirtz with another drive covered up. Well, now more discussions. We're hearing more whistles than anything. Errant sticks taken off the ice. You have a hunch something is getting ready to boil. Kaspic in to take the draw with McCormick, and the Ice Bears win. Drive in, good save on the shot. Out in front, a secondary shot which is loose. That was Kaspic. Now sticks flying again. Here we come the other way. Kent, drive right side. Oh, what a save. Pass over to the right. And Jalavian with a big save there. Out in front again, Jalavian with a save. Now it's starting to boil over. We kind of wondered if this is going to be the case. Jack Sumner, who got the shot that was saved by Jalavian, he gets into the scrap. And we're going to have a penalty. Or two. Looks like one apiece. So in for Missouri State is Wirtz. Looks like we lost our visitors' sin bin cam. Now the officials are still talking things over here. I don't know if we will get any kind of additional penalties here. So discussion on what's going on as you see the officiating crew here. Still trying to discuss what happened. We know there is 5 minutes on the board for Sumner. 2 minutes for Missouri State's Jack Wirtz. And it looks like it's going to be more than just 5.
Scene for the Bears, Jack Wirtz, 2 minutes for roughing. And for McKendree, number 10, Jack Sumner, 5-minute major game misconduct for face mask.
So he gets 5 in a game. That's 15 minutes in penalties. And in 2 minutes, Missouri State will have a 3-minute power play. They can score at will, barring any further penalties. Six penalties, 23 minutes on the Bearcats now with Sumner's 5 in a game. Shot in. Jalavian able to steer it aside. Off the stick of Kent, and now we skate 4-on-4. Here come the Ice Bears. They bring it out to Frederick. Right side, Frederick centered out in front, and a save. They have not updated the shots in a while, and we know that 3 or 4 other additional shots have been put on Skirpan, just like that one there where he made the save. 1:11 to go in the Coincidentals. 5 minutes to go in the period. Puck sent all the way down. Ice Bears with a full sail change. Begich over to Alexandrov. Now to Connor McDonald. Drive to the near side. Kept in. Swung over to the corner by Keel. Back behind the net. Out in front. Drive fanned on. And then the rebound, they score. So the initial shot then the putback by Alexandrov. That is a 4-on-4 goal. And it comes at 15. See, this is going to come at 15:21. We'll catch the call.
Goal to McKendree's number 92, Matthias Alexandrov, assisted by number 19, Reichel Davis. The time, 4 minutes, 23 seconds.
So Davis will get it. 15:27 will be the time of the goal. And all of a sudden it's a 4-2 game, but now Missouri State is in their remainder of the 5-minute major. They can score at will here. And they need something, because right now it is a 4-2 game and the next goal important. Although they'll have the remainder of this period with a power play. Puck out in front, Dapron loose, Bacardi drive save. So they only gave one shot in the last 3 or 4. I would think that that would be the high-end shots for Skirpan, but they are not accurately keeping track of these, apparently, at least what they're showing on the scoreboard. Drive score from the right side! It's an Andes goal. Give that one to Derek Cagle. It's a power play goal. Missouri State is 2 for 5. And Cagle with his first of the season. Missouri State with the power play goal. And again, the power play stays. So Cagle with his first goal in a while for Missouri State. Last season, Cagle did not have a goal.
Goal on the play for number 5, Derek Cable, assisted by number 34, Duke Bacardi, and number 19, Jack Dapron. That's a Missouri State.
So this goal coming at 16:48. And Missouri State has another 1:26 left. 2:13 to go in the third. They have already scored the Andes goal, $1 Andes. Single topping frozen custard in any Andes with your ticket. 1:07 to go. Drive deflected wide. They've now updated 57 shots, so this is the career high for Skirpan. One more. Their score! Hunter Bolger has 4 goals in this game. It is a power play goal. So right now the Ice Bears are 3 for 5 on the power play. This goal coming at 18:14. Bolger with his 4th. And
goal scored by number 91, Hunter Bolger, with an assist to number 21, Judd Rapp. Number 34, Duke Bacardi. That's a Missouri State.
So Bacardi puts in 3 assists. It is now 6-2 Missouri State. So the Ice Bears all of a sudden pouring it on at 6-2. So now we're back to 5-on-5. 47.4 seconds remaining after the save there by Jalavian. And Bolger has 4 of the 6 goals. Here come the Ice Bears again. Here's Booth. He's in there with Davenport to check for the Bearcats and Rosansky. Keep in mind another game right after this, Division III action. We'll have it for you on a different stream channel. So look for the Division III stream coming up in mere moments with 10 seconds to remain. Here's a 2-on-1 drive, deflected up and out of play as the Ice Bears, apparently the clock continues to roll. .60 shots applying a new career high on Grayson Skirpan, 20 in the third period. And for Missouri State, Jalavian faces 14, a 3-period total of 38. There's the recap for you. We will recap quickly as another game is coming up. But again, 11:43, Weber, his first, Kaspic and Frederick with the assist. Bolger then from Dapron on the power play, and it was a 2-0 lead. Then for McKendree in the second period, Begich goal. And then nothing until the third period, where it is Bolger getting a couple to make it 4-1. Alexandrov comes back in the third. Cagle with the power play goal, which is the Andes goal. And then Bolger on the power play, getting his 4th. And Missouri State ends up 3 for 5 with the man advantage. 0 for 3 were the Bearcats. So the Ice Bears win it big. 6-2 is the final score. And a big win on opening night for Missouri State. They now have a record of 1-0 on the season. That is going to do it for us. For Scott Lutzke and for Cal Bussin, I'm Steve Casson. Another game coming up. Stay tuned. Good night, everyone.
You've been listening to Missouri State Ice Bears Hockey with your host, Steve Casson. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. Ice Bears Hockey is a presentation of DS Sports Enterprises and WebSportsRadio.com.